like. These are photovoltaic panels. They generate electricity just from the sun. We've had absolutely zero problems with these units. We haven't had any maintenance. They do wear out after a while. These are 15 years old. Eventually, maybe in another 10 years, we may have to replace them. We don't know. People always ask, why didn't you put the panels up on the roof? Well, there's several reasons not to put panels on the roof. One is it puts holes in your roof, and two is you have to climb up on the roof to brush the snow off or do any maintenance, although there isn't any to do. Probably the more important thing is that they're less effective or efficient when they get hot. So if you're up on the roof and it's in the summertime, they get real warm, they don't work as well. Now, today they make solar panels that are made to be up on the roof. Matter of fact, they are make them like shingles. They are shingles, and you replace your shingles, or when you build your house, you can shingle it with solar panels, and as long as your house is oriented to the south, you get power right out of the roof. Of course, with that, you're still going to have to deal with brushing the snow off, waiting for the sun to melt the snow off. For us, we really like to get as much as we can in the wintertime, so when it snows, I come out here and brush the panels off the roof. That's why I've got this little walkway here so I can get up here and brush the snow off. People often ask, what are the rocks for? For nothing. It's a place to put the rocks, is what it was. We're up on a limestone ridge right here. I understand you're a geography class, but physical geographers would say, oh, this is a nice limestone ridge. And actually there's a quarry just half a mile away, quarrying that same limestone. When we built the house, we had to dig into the limestone. Had a big backhoe digging up. Every spring, rocks crop out of the ground, and you have to put them somewhere, so I put them underneath here. It also was my own poetic thing saying I wanted the solar panels to erupt out of this big mass of rocks. I thought it looked really nice. So. But ultimately, it also keeps me from having to cut the grass from under the panels. These are Solarix panels made by Amoco in the early 90s. Amoco was bought out by BP, so British Petroleum is solar panels. I think most of the major oil companies are involved in alternative energy. They're involved in solar. Some of them are involved in wind. I think all of them have research on hydrogen. They know where we're going. The oil isn't going to last forever, and they have the money to invest in some of these other technologies. So any other questions?
So 20 panels, how many watts each?
60 watts.
And that's maximum
Yeah.
capacity. And like today, would they be?
Oh, it's a little cloudy. We've got some wispy clouds. This is a 1.2 kilowatt array, and on a day like today, we're probably generating 600 or 700 watts, maybe 800. Like I said on the hot water panels, in the wintertime when you've got snow on the ground, you'll actually get reflection off that snow and get a little extra power up into the panels that way. Plus, in the wintertime, they're not going to get too hot. I've read about some panels that they've tried to concentrate the solar energy by putting mirrors on either side of them, and they get too hot. But then what they do is they integrate cooling coils, and then you're generating hot water as well as getting electricity, so you get both heat and electricity out of the same panel. So there's a lot of different panels, and as many different ideas as there are people that have imagination to invent something.
So these are 15 years old.
Yep.
And what are the 30-year lifespan?
Somewhere between 20 and 30 years anticipated. When we first got these, we were told, well, they may need to be replaced anywhere between 15 and 20, 25 years. The panels today are coming with 20 or 25-year warranties, so they should last at least 20 or 25 years.
Have you noticed any drop-off in the power generation?
Not yet.
Yeah, I noticed
vendors, lots of workshops, entertaining speakers. They've got, the only thing that they limit is they don't want you to bring your dogs. They don't want pets. It's a lot of old hippies and a lot of new entrepreneurs and energetic people that are selling corn-stoked stoves and solar panels, wind machines, controllers. They've got a demonstration home. Lots of good stuff. I really recommend it. Any other questions? We can go up by the wind turbine. Yeah, shoot.
Well, it's not correlated to your system, but do you know how many people like in our region that is like kind of off the grid? Is there like any kind of
We don't have an association
No.
of off-grid homes.
that would be a good idea, a promotion of that.
It might be, the thing is, many of us are involved in demonstration homes. We are part of the national tour of solar homes in October usually. Been part of that for all but 1 or 2 years of the last 15. It's usually like the first or second weekend in October. The first year we had it, we had like 75 people come through the house. I was talking nonstop all day. It was really great.